Arrays and strings are foundational data structures in C++ that are crucial for handling collections of data and text. What is an array? An array is a collection of elements of the same type, stored in contiguous memory locations. Imagine your fridge has different shelves, and each shelf can store specific items like fruits, vegetables, or drinks. We'll use an array to represent the items on one shelf. Let me explain. The array fridge shelf contains 5 items: milk, eggs, cheese, butter, and juice. A for loop is used to iterate through the array and display each item. We replace butter with yogurt by updating the value at index 3. Another loop is used to show the updated contents of the fridge. This is a simple and practical example of how arrays can be used to represent and manipulate a collection of items in a real-world scenario. Arrays have a fixed size which must be known at compile time. Array elements are accessed using indices, which start from 0. Important note, arrays in C++ cannot change their size after they are declared. There are 3 types of arrays: one-dimensional arrays, which store a single row of elements; two-dimensional arrays, which stores data in a matrix-like structure, an array of arrays; and multi-dimensional arrays, which are generalized forms of two-dimensional arrays such as three-dimensional arrays. Array initialization, static initialization. Arrays can be initialized when they are declared. Dynamic initialization. Arrays are initialized at runtime, such as with a loop. What is bubble sort? Bubble sort is a simple sorting algorithm that repeatedly steps through the list, compares adjacent elements, and swaps them if they are in the wrong order. This process is repeated until the list is sorted. How it works. Start with the first element of the array, then comparing it with the next element. If the first element is greater than the second, swap them. Move to the next pair of elements and repeat the comparison and swapping process. Continue this for the entire array. Repeat the entire process for all elements in the array, reducing the range of comparison with each pass, as the largest elements are already sorted and moved to the end. Let me explain the code. The outer loop controls the number of passes through the array. After each pass, the largest unsorted element bubbles to its correct position at the end of the array. The inner loop compares and swaps adjacent elements if necessary. The process can stop early if no swaps occur in a pass, indicating the array is already sorted, which is optional. Bubble sort is intuitive but not efficient for large datasets due to its quadratic time complexity. It's often used for educational purposes in small datasets. What is a string? Strings in C++ are used for storing text or characters. They can be handled in 2 ways: as arrays of characters or using the string keyword, which is part of the string library. Common string functions are size or length, returns the number of characters in the string. Here's a simple and clear example demonstrating the use of size and length with strings in C++. Let me explain. The string message starts with "Hello C++ world," which has 16 characters, spaces, punctuation, and letters are all counted. The size function returns the number of characters in the string. The length function also returns the number of characters and is functionally identical to size. When "Let's learn more" is added to the string, its size increases to 35 characters. Now let me explain you how to deal with the string's input. The cin_get function is used in C++ to read a single character, including whitespace characters like spaces and new lines. It is often used when you need to handle input character by character or pause the console before it closes. Unlike using only cin, which ignores whitespace characters, cin_get captures any character, including spaces and new lines. It is often used at the end of a program to pause execution, preventing the console window from closing immediately. In other words, cin skips whitespace characters, spaces, tabs, new lines, which can cause incorrect operation of the program or a bug, but cin_get does not. When using cin_get after cin, unwanted new line characters may remain in the buffer. Use cin_ignore to clear them. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!